Welcome back. You're still watching NBS Konnect, and if you are ready and eager to hear about the new Samsung S9, you are right on time, because Danzi is here to tell us everything, the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, about this new baby that is on the market. So, first of all, how do you feel?
I feel excited. One, I feel like I'm outdated for the first time in a long time. I got the S8 in March, just a month. No, I got it in April, just a month after it was released. So the S9 is coming out. I feel like I'm holding old tech.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, I'll just start with the 5 top things that stand out.
Yeah.
And then I will go, I think, in a deeper review and do some comparisons. So first things first, I don't know if you guys see this behind thing here. Security and access.
Let me see.
This, the fingerprint scanner.
Yeah.
You see, it was right next to the camera, so it was extremely inconveniencing. I could smudge the lens, but eventually, of course, I got used. So that I really want to protect my content, but I think it's good. We've discussed cyber security a lot on the show.
Yeah.
But if I was to take off this cover right now, briefly, I could show you that. Don't steal my serial number. But anyway, you can see that that fingerprint scanner is exactly at the back. Right now, the S9 or S9 Plus has it below the camera, so it's easier for you not to smudge your device. You get it? That's one thing that stands out, and I think it was a good security feature. Number 2 I would mention is the display. We still have the infinity display, whereby, remember, we had full edge display on the S8, so it's back right now with a bigger, longer display, whereby you get to see the entire screen, giving you this crisp feel. And I think the fact that they've made even the bezels much smaller, we get even to get a lot more view.
So far, I feel like I'm hearing it's exactly like the S8, but continue, go on.
Yes. In terms of look and feel, I would say yes. It's slimmer now and longer, yes. Let me continue with a couple of the features and we'll see.
Maybe I'll be sold by the end of it.
Okay, in terms of power and performance, we have upgrades on the chipsets. We have the Snapdragon 845 and it's EXYNOS Exynos 8981 chipsets in the car.
What are you saying?
Imagine you had energy drinks. There's more. I won't mention them because
Kalangu.
Okay, yeah, multiple energy drinks. One of them is going to give you a boost over the other. Now the chipsets are new. They're giving you much better performances and allow for much more features on the phone. For example, with the performance that the chipsets are giving you, you're going to get much better performance from the camera. For instance, they made the camera a lot more, say, interactive. You get it? We have the ability to shoot slow motion with a much better stability. Much better focus, and then it allows in over 28% of more light when you're shooting. You get it? So if you're doing videos on landscape, you're going to get a much better performance and you're going to get a much wider picture. Okay.
When you said camera, I feel like you kind of have my attention now.
Yeah, I hit the spot right.
Yeah. You know, like the 8, I don't know, like the 8 is already a great camera, but the 9, if the camera is better than the 8, then it's definitely going to be crazy.
Exactly.
So what else does it have?
Yeah, so camera processing is better, noise reduction is better, stability, we've reviewed the GoPro, which had the electronic stabilization. It's also on the S9 now. So jumping away from the chipsets, I'm going to talk about the camera upgrade. The camera, yes, the camera is dope. People have compared it to the iPhone X camera in terms of the quality and the vibrance that it's going to give you. Yeah. But uniquely, or the new thing that they've introduced is the double camera, or the duo that they're introducing. I was talking to Oscar and he said it's all technology because I tell and about which other people already have it.
No, but that's it. Explain to me this dual camera. Is it having 2 cameras at the front, a camera at the front and the back, 2 cameras like the one my phone has? What is
the perfect word to use is secondary camera. It's 12 megapixels.
Yeah.
It's not as powerful as the main camera in terms of the zoom is not as much, or the clarity is not as much, but the fact that it's there is going to give you that happy good feel. You get it?
Okay.
I think they're trying to compensate for the fact that Xperia already had it and all these other guys are having it, and then of course the iPhone X also has it.
Now, one thing I noticed about your phone, specifically yours, is the sound is not that impressive. Does it get any better?
Yes, we had a single sound output at the base of the S8. Now they're giving us double, and most excitedly for me is we have Dolby Atmos enabled on these phones.
Okay, so you have like as if you can own little mini, what they call those things? Speaker.
Imagine this as a high-tech. It's going to become a high-tech Bluetooth speaker-ish. You get it? Okay. So we're having twin stereo with Dolby Atmos. It's going to give you a lot more oomph when you're on your own and you want to listen to your music and etc. and etc.
Okay, this is all well and good, Danze, but the battle of iPhone versus Samsung has always been there, so I have to ask you, between the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the iPhone X, which one is better?
Space isn't as wide. If you're an Arsenal fan and you watch Arsenal versus Man City, you saw that they bulldozed Arsenal over. This is not the same exact scenario. Yes, I am petty like that. Anyway, so Samsung S9 versus the iPhone X.
Yeah.
There are similarities and two distinct differences. In terms of the display, all of them are 5.8 inches in terms of the display. Full-on display, infinity for both of them. You have the storage, which is 64 GB, both sides. But again, remember, you can upgrade your space and increase it to over 100 and something if you wanted to. That also will differentiate the pricing. Cameras, 12 megapixels. They also have secondary cameras, same exact way. But now, in terms of the battery, is where the differences start to come in. You have 2,716 for iPhone, and then you have 3,000 for Samsung S9. So if you're going to be a guy using it as heavy hardware, you would go for the S9 or whichever. And then in terms of the RAM, you have 3 for iPhone and then 4 for Samsung Galaxy S9. So those are the things that really stand out.
It sounds almost like a tie, but what I'm hearing is Samsung is slightly in the lead.
Yeah, there's like a bias towards it a bit.
All right, now that being said, let's talk pricing. How much is the S9 going for?
You're going to have to spend as little as $850.
As little as?
Yes.
How much is that in Uganda shillings?
It's about 3 million, but that's before it hits the market here in Uganda. Okay,
so let's continue with the comparison. In comparison to the iPhone X, which is
about, say, 5M on the market locally. You get, remember, locally the iPhone will give you about 5M. But when the S9 drops on the market, I believe we're going to be talking similar pricing. It could be 4.8, it could be 5, because S8 was going for about 3.8 on the market last year. With the minor upgrades, because people are saying there's really no difference in the look and feel, it might also affect the pricing. But in terms of performances and the chipsets that they put in, it might hike the price a bit.
Okay, well, if you are a fan of Samsung S9, you'll probably have it in your hands by the end of March, which is when they are set to release it. And that's been the review for the Samsung S9. We will be right back.